Wilbur Theater, the New Year's Eve, Bryan Callen.
The New Year's
night.
Eve.
I'm doing New Year's Eve at the Wilbur.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Road Dogg back on tour this week. Dallas. Probably can find me at the Pecan Lounge, eating the barbecue. When I'm not there, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, I'm at the Addison Improv. Dallas this Thursday through Friday. Next week, Salt Lake City. Wise guys, get your tickets, tfatk.com. Just announced, Shab and Friends, night before Thanksgiving, Ice House, Pasadena. Callen will be there. I will be there. Other special guests will be there. One night, one show only. That is November 27th. Tickets at tfatk.com. Get your tickets now.
Coming in hot on a Monday.
Want to go?
Coming in hot on a Monday. I'm gonna label this Monday. Oh fuck.
Oh, man.
How about those ice cubes though?
Dude.
Funnel Mill.
Where you get your coffee. Yeah,
Open an hour early. I get to Funnel Mill Coffee and they go,
they open for Daddy.
I'm like, oh yeah, they open for me. I go, what time do you guys open normally? Because it's the Veterans Day. And he goes, 9. I go, but the morning rush. He goes, nah, that's not us. You come in.
They don't want to rush it.
No. You take your time with our coffee. You get a coffee. We got to go have a regular.
No rush.
We have to go have the coffee that they make in the fucking beaker.
Oh, you're talking about the funnel?
Yeah.
Well, it's called funnel mill.
I guess it's funnel. Yeah, it's a funnel. I guess it's a funnel.
The beaker?
The beaker. It looks
It
like
is beaker.
Looks like they're in a lab. You take your time.
Do you like the ambience in there?
Well, I told them. I said they gotta fix the ambiance a little bit.
It's very like. And this is interracial. It's very like, remember we filmed that Kung Fu movie?
It's very minimalist and Asian. Very minimalist and Asian.
Remember when we filmed that Kung Fu bit?
Yes.
For Fire Kid 3D? Mm-hmm. That's how it is, but they said
I told them. I said you should, if you got somebody who was really hip to do like a guy like Court to get in there and mess around with that place, it'd be huge.
Think Restoration, what I would do, think Restoration Hardware with a dash of Big Trouble in Little China.
That's a good call right there.
Yeah.
That's a very good call.
Fucking tell them.
Now
I want free coffee for life.
You want free coffee for life?
I want 5%.
I would almost
I want
invest.
5% of the business.
All right. Let's go in there. Let's renovate and get 5%.
But they take so long to make coffee, don't they?
Yeah, but it's so good, man. No, they don't. It's just there's no rush. You're not rushing them.
I know, but money's, time is money. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're in an expensive part of town, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've been there a long time.
They don't care. Now,
husband and wife team. Husband and wife team.
Are they husband and wife
and
team?
they do it. They do it all.
It's gonna be a disaster.
No, they've been together for 20 years or something.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the business is where you're at, though. Keep being you. When you came in, dude. Well, it's first of all, it's early.
Yeah.
Daddy has to shoot, so you made me come in early. Daddy has to shoot.
You got to shoot. Yeah,
you
Daddy's
have
got
to
to shoot. Daddy's got to shoot.
Daddy has. Your daddy, because you're older. So
Daddy could have shot at 1:30, but Daddy said to himself, "I know how.
Well, it's too
I know
late
how
for
this
Papa
fucking
Bear.
show. It's too late for Papa Bear, and I know how this show goes because sometimes we move slow, and then it gets
it's a TV
Daddy
show.
crazy. It makes Daddy crazy.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
You think it's ABC, right?
Yeah.
You think ABC now? Be cool. When I tell you
I'll
this.
be cool.
You think ABC gives a fuck about your podcast?
And they probably don't. They probably don't. But my producers do. I go. This is a problem.
No.
Yeah. I go. This is a problem.
They don't care.
And
At the end of the day, like, what? They don't care.
Yeah. Not when
It's
there's
just- no.
that one's $2 million an episode.
Yeah, think about the
They're like,
numbers.
what?
Yeah. Like what your little podcast?
People don't realize what a podcast is. They don't realize
Still,
this
huh?
podcast.
Still,
No.
it's very strange.
It's very weird. And and especially on a day like we do a Monday, we wake up early and it's a bop 'em in the shitter Monday, right? It's a bop 'em in the shitter Monday.
Wait, bop 'em in the shitter?
Yeah, sometimes you got to bop 'em in the shitter. You know what I mean? Now you can say
What about Clean the Rim Monday?
that's crazy because I prefer clean the rim Friday because they've had a long time. That's been a long
fair.
week. Then
clean it up.
Yeah, it's a gamey rim. It's
Clean
a gamey
the rim Fridays.
Yeah, that's clean the rim Fridays for people you really hate. Sometimes you got to pop them in the shitter on Monday to wake them up. Hey, we got a week ahead of us now. Now I'm going in south. Got to bop you in the shitter. You understand? Now let me ask you
Bop
a
you with your
question.
tongue?
Let me ask you a question, brother of mine.
Yeah.
My best friend in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
My true. I mean,
your
you
best
and I are close. It
Yeah.
runs deep. Like I do some shit for you. I help you hide a
We've
body.
done some shit together.
Yeah, I help you hide a body.
Speaking of punch him in the
The one guy you can rely on. I mean, the dog. Right? I mean,
man, where you going with this?
Well, when the
do you
chips
need,
are
dude?
down.
Well, yeah,
When the
whatever you
chips
need.
are down.
Besides money.
I'm
Whatever
asking
you need.
you a question as
Besides
friends. what's the statute of limitations on a gal? Let's say we go as deep as we do. Let's say the river runs as deep as it does twixt you
river.
and I. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we cut through the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. We cut through the fucking Grand Canyon, brother.
Dude.
Now.
We're like the Nile.
Yeah. Now, you've had women in your life. I've had women in my life.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I know where you're going. And then there's dude. You want me to fuck Amanda? You want me to fuck her?
Oh man,
you want
to? No, that's forever
like
off limits.
Thing?
No, that's forever off limits.
It's like a swinger thing.
No, that's the mama chilled. Now listen. No.
I misread the situation.
You misread the situation. But at what point, when you've dated somebody, does the statute of limitations wear off and your boy can
feel around?
Bop him in the shitter.
Did you meet a friend of mine? You want to bop her in the shitter?
I'm asking a hypothetical question. Can I or can't I?
I'd have to know who it is, how long we dated.
Dated for a while. Guys were all crazy about each other.
And you ran into her, huh?
Yeah.
Now, did she recognize you, or did you see her and scope her out?
Well, I saw her first. I was with my children, my offspring.
Okay.
And I went, that's a hot-looking woman.
And Daddy, even though he's with kids, got creepy.
I said, hey, kids, look at the menu. And don't take your eyes off the menu until I'm done scanning. Because Daddy's going
to scan. Hey, kids, you know the routine. Daddy's going to scan.
No, I said in front of my kids, I go, I'd like to bop her in the shitter. My kids began to cry, and I go, grow up.
Daddy's thinking about bopping shitter right now.
And then, no, this person said hi to me, and I was like, hi, I think I know you. But I
don't recognize her off the bat.
Then she introduced herself to my boy, Adam Rodriguez, who came in, and I went.
Oh, you were eating with Adam?
No, Adam came in with his beautiful family.
He's always there.
Came in, yeah. And
I was scanning.
And I went, that place is just one big, it's just where you scan.
Yeah, it's scanners.
It's just one good-looking human being after another.
Scanners.
Men and women.
Peepers.
But I was getting, and I went, you've always liked me, obviously. I wear on you like a fucking
from
virus.
The old Exy poo? You're getting heat from the old Exy
Theoretically. Relax, bro. Why is your breathing changing?
It's not, dude. I'm pretty calm.
All right.
Pretty calm right now.
Yeah. Hey, what's the statute of limitations?
I mean, asking, dude.
When does the light turn green?
When's it a go?
Yeah, when can I bump them in the theater?
Now you can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that.
All right.
What is the statute of limitation though?
That's a good question, because I've had friends who've I had a friend, and his girl was calling me, sending me texts. Sure. And I was like, and I would never, because you just don't. It's just too complicated.
It depends.
But I would go.
The buddy just like.
But the guy was like done. He had other, and I was like, let me. And he'd be like, no. I go, come on.
But you wanted to?
I mean, she was a 10. Sure.
Tough. Yeah, if your buddy was like in a straight relationship with him, even then, I don't know. I don't know if I'd care.
Well, I wouldn't. You and I are probably not as, especially if enough time goes, well, I don't give a fuck. What are you talking about?
If you're like dating her, bringing her around and shit, that'd be weird.
Well, you got to, if it's 4 years, yeah. I mean, go ahead.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I don't care. But at the end of the day, sometimes it can get, some people are weird.
A little dicey.
I don't think you're weird like that.
I don't know.
We don't want to.
I'd just be like, there's so many chicks in the world. Right. Like, you have to.
Yeah.
Chin, it's absolutely off limits for you, huh?
Hell yeah, completely off limits.
Well, girls.
But I'm the same way too. I don't mess around with anyone else's ex-girlfriends. I don't.
Depends.
Well, that's a very, very good policy.
Yeah, no, hot. Believe me, they've been super hot and cute and pretty and all that stuff.
And they're giving you business. You don't do it.
Big time business, bro.
Chin, I'm telling you, I'm not that good of a friend.
That's terrible. Yeah, I can see it.
It's just busting nuts, That's the rule.
The problem is, I would never. It's more goes down to, if I know the dude, I'd have to tell him, because I don't want him to call me on it. I'd be so embarrassed.
Oh man,
I'd be so mortified, because I wouldn't be the guy I say I am. So I'd be like, I'd have to tell the guy.
I'd be pissed if let's say you did hook up with. I'd be pissed if you're like, do you know who I've been seeing? blah blah. Like,
No. First of all, I'm not talking about
dude.
seeing the person.
No, you're talking about.
I'm
coming.
talking about. Don't go coming.
It's
Don't
early,
say
it's
that.
Monday Raw.
All right. It's Monday Raw.
Monday Raw. We're a little puffy.
Man, pop me
We're
in
a
the
little
shitter.
puffy.
Little puffy.
Little Monday puff.
Little puffy. I shouldn't have
talking
eaten
about
pasta
raw.
and had wine last night. I knew I wasn't even that
You
hungry.
say this every time. Where'd you eat at though?
Felix,
I still haven't been there.
we'll go. Well, you got to go off your keto.
The pasta's not going to your ass, huh? You're losing your ass. I noticed that this morning.
It's the second time you said that.
I know.
And now, I
It's
did
disappointing.
lunges yesterday.
Doesn't matter. You deadlift all the weight in the world. Your ass is going.
As a man,
First thing to
as
go.
you get older.
Yeah, you get that flat ass, the Mr. Burns ass.
That's true. Why is that? Look that up.
I don't know.
don't
It's got-
think that
it
really
is.
happens.
It's true. Your
Your
ears
ass-
and nose grow, and then your ass leaves.
Yeah. Your ass
And I don't think your dick gets bigger.
No,
your
it doesn't.
Starts to
Apparently, your
shrivel
dick
up
gets smaller.
too. Oof, over time.
For real.
Age 13.
Is the small as it's going to be? Age 20?
30. It's all down here for 30 butt. Squats
for
and
girls.
lunges, Age. Oh, this is for chicks. Doesn't count.
Same thing, though, right?
No, they can just inject fat in it. Guys really can't.
I got to get on the old testosterone. Once I get on TRT, my ass is
Dude, you
coming
ain't gonna do
back.
shit. You keep talking about it.
I know.
You keep talking about it.
I know. How to avoid old man flat butt.
Why do older people lose fat on their butts? It goes like to
As
their
we age,
stomach.
you lose both muscle and bone.
Yeah, but that's just saying overall. You don't know what you do to kind of stay.
You make peace with the fact that you're dying and disintegrating slowly.
Yeah, but with technology and with health and fitness, like you're so much more educated than your parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like you know what's healthy, what's not.
It's true. I bought a switchblade
Why? Off
'Cause-
Third Street?
because I'm 10.
Off Third Street?
No, I went to a gun shop and they had these little, and you can only sell them when they're this big, but I was like, I want a little knife.
Oh, Daddy knows we can get the real ones. You got it on you?
No, I was looking for it to show you.
He goes, Shh.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to have one when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so cool.
They have,
I had the big boy though.
they got the stilettos when they come out through the,
You had the real one.
Yeah.
Sink.
those are good.
God, they were cool.
Yeah. Just in case it's a situation. There's nothing cooler. Back in the old days, the guy would have a switchblade and it would be this lame.
You remember the butterfly knife though? Guys go,
Well, those are those Filipino.
It had, like-
Filipino
they're
Kali. Those
dangerous,
dudes are
man.
bad motherfuckers, man. Oof. Those guys who like that's what they do is train in knife fighting.
Yeah, but-
Knives are so unforgiving. Like,
but really, you can only train knife fighting if you're in Japan.
yeah, and if you're
Be a knife fighter in Texas.
Filipino knife,
Let me know how it goes.
shit
for
is
you.
crazy. There.
Be a knife fighter in Texas. You
Yeah,
get
you
shot
get-
in the face.
You're getting shot. You're getting shot. But these dudes they do some crazy shit.
Yeah, but also find another hobby though. You know.
Yeah, knife fighting is not good. Also,
But
your hand to hand combat stuff isn't going to work. But look at that.
Would you rather be shot or
dude- that
stabbed?
dude's-
You'd rather be shot or stabbed. Stab's terrible.
Stabs depends on what the bullet looks like. Hydra shock,
22.
hollow tip.
I'm talking about a 22.
I'll take a 22
Yeah,
over
me
a
too.
fucking huge blade.
too.
These dudes are it's fucking crazy.
Oh wow, look at them.
Yeah, those guys are.
I think it's the same guy.
They're gay. Sweet
Yeah, they'll
scarf,
cut you
bro.
up though. Look at his face.
Dead serious.
Yeah, he's done some shit to you.
Oh, it's 3 of him though.
He'll open you
I
up.
thought it was
I
like
can't
a-
fight triplets. Triplets are hard to fight. You know.
Yeah, knife fighting's a dying art.
Look at that knife. Look at a curved blade.
Those don't scare me. They the squiggly ones. You know the squiggly ones? I think they had a picture of it on their chin. Yeah. See that top one? That thing gives me the
Yeah,
Chivvies.
they're just pretty unforgiving. See you later. That thing is you're gonna just get shit is gonna fall off you.
you don't hear a lot about knives anymore. It's a dying art, dude.
Well, with guns, but knives are not. You know, carrying a knife in California, you carry a knife that's large enough, it's a felony. It's not a misdemeanor. A gun's a misdemeanor.
A knife's
A
a
knife's
felony?
a felony.
If it's like a
front-
sword?
It's a frontier law. Some
Anything
weird
over
frontier
2
law.
inches, I believe, is a felony.
Yeah, it's a felony.
Looks like I'm carrying.
There's a dude who's a camera guy on my thing, and he had a straight up sheath knife in a military sheath, and the back out of his belt, in the back of his pants.
Probably a
and I was
veteran-
like,
probably a
carry that for
veteran."
protection? He goes, no, just carry it for stuff. I go, I don't think so. That's a dagger, sir. It's a dagger. So you're either stabbing people in their sleep or in their back.
Yeah, under my bed I have this this large knife I got from the military. I went to that Marines thing. They gave me this knife for completing the mission. This big, it's like one of those like commando.
Yeah.
It's black.
Yeah.
It's like stainless steel.
Yeah. The best is going to gun shops. Some of those guys are like great, and some of them are just. I go, "What's this knife for?" And the guy goes, "Survival."
Oh,
I was like, "All right, dude." It was a giant sheath knife. I was like, "Okay."
You don't see swords.
I went
anymore
shooting
either.
this weekend.
You went shooting?
I went
With
shooting
who?
with my son. He's obsessed with like guns and all that, and I want to show him. I want to give him respect for guns.
He's obsessed with like the guns off.
and I took
YouTube
him.
and
I
stuff.
took him to a firing range.
Scared him, right?
He's 8 years old, and
Did it
he was
scare
like,
him?
"Holy fuck!"
It's intense.
He had that things on. He was like, "Oh!" And at first he wanted to go. I go, "I wanted you to see what guns do."
Yeah.
I go, and I said, "Every time you pull this trigger, somebody can die." Which means if that happened to me, I'd go away. So I gave him but he shot a .22 rifle, and it was great because it has no kick, and it was awesome, and he was a really good shot.
Then did you give him a Desert Eagle next?
I gave him Desert Eagle, but I let him hold. I held on to a 9mm. I put his hands around the 9mm, and then I said, "You pulled the trigger," but I held his hands.
Is that what cops have? 9mm?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I showed him, and he felt the kick. It was this Walter BB, but he felt, oh, geez, and he only wanted to shoot it twice. He goes, "I don't want to do this anymore."
Yeah.
I go, "Okay, so there you go. Now that's
Now
the
shut your little
power
mouth.
of a knife, of a
Yep.
gun."
Yep.
So it was a very good education. Then I had the guy explain safety and where a gun is pointed all the time. It was very good. His mother was really nervous about it, but I said, let me just. I want to educate him at a young age to
Just
understand
so he knows what's up.
how powerful and dangerous guns can be. Because he could hear some people shooting heavy caliber guns, and he was on the fire. And so it really became. It took the mystique away from it. It was no longer like pow pow pow. It was like, oh fuck, this is not a toy.
No, guns are scary.
And I said, so what do we learn? He goes, respect for guns. I go, yeah. And I go, and how dangerous they are and everything. So his
You
whole
bought him a
perspective.
9mm?
And now he's got a loaded gun under his bed. So I said, only shoot this at an intruder. Yeah, it was a very good.
Guns are intense.
I believe in that. I believe in like just if a kid is obsessed with something.
Yeah, scare the
usually
shit out of
they're
them.
yeah. Because I was that way. I was
You're
obsessed
obsessed
with
with
guns.
guns?
Oh fuck.
I wasn't.
I was obsessed. I was like, I want to go. Boys
I
do
didn't
that.
want guns. I want like Nerf guns and super soakers. I never was like, oh, I want what the cops shoot people with.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, I went to the gun store, and so he was like, I like that. He was like, whoa, and he's holding them, and then I was like, all right, that you like.
You want to be a
gun?
gang member?
Yeah. All right, now watch, and then we went.
And then did he naturally shoot to the side like this?
Yeah, he's in.
Like a crip?
We jumped him into the gang.
There you go.
Yeah, we jumped him into the gang. I gave him a tattoo. First tattoo. He's 8 years
On
old.
his face.
Yeah. On his neck. On his neck. I didn't go crazy. I didn't go crazy.
Yeah, I've never been that into guns. Like my military family, shout out the veterans. Veterans Day, you fuck. You
That's right. By the way, hey, I can't believe we didn't start this off that way. Bop him in the shitter Monday. We didn't say
Well, it's Veterans
God bless
Day.
the veterans.
I know.
Yeah, happy Veterans Day, everybody, for real. And thank you for your service. God damn it.
I know.
God, we're bad.
Well, you're bad. I remembered.
Well, I knew it was Veterans Day, but we should have taken a minute.
There's no traffic, is there?
Yeah, we should have taken a minute to thank all the veterans. And thank you, everybody.
Do people get work off for Veterans Day?
We were just talking about that.
I don't know.
In LA, listen, in LA, especially school, my kids at, they look for any excuse to take the day off, whatever it is.
Federal holiday, so if you work at a bank, court,
Got to take a minute.
All banks
Gotta
are
take a
closed,
I would imagine.
but regular business, I don't think it is.
I remember when I was in Afghanistan doing stand-up with Dove and those guys. And I remember some of those guys hadn't seen their family in 15 months,
That's insane.
you know?
Good for them, man.
You go through some shit,
Yeah, different kind of animal, those
Yeah.
guys.
really. Long hours, not sleeping at all, ever. Crazy shit. Not to mention people dying.
Yeah, it's the big one, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think like regular offices are closed today.
Yeah, it looks like everything's pretty much
Walmart
open.
Malls, yeah, department stores. Anything government owned. There you go.
DMV, public
libraries. God
Well,
damn
my
it,
kids
the
go to
library's
public.
closed.
My kids go to public school, so there's nothing there.
So does
closed.
that mean they're closed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As well, they should be. Happy
Yeah, they
Veterans Day,
should.
everybody. Thank you for your service, guys and gals. We appreciate it. All right, that's the end of the podcast.
That's
Thanks
it,
so
man.
much, everybody.
Thank you. Punch him in the shitter Monday.
Bop him in the shitter.
Bop him the.
Speaking of bop him in the shitter, what did you do
hole.
this weekend besides bop a lot of shitters?
Friday I had that food truck diary with Stylebender. Late though, man. We did it at like 4:30.
He's a veteran kid fan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was that like? He's such an interesting dude.
Yeah, he's great. He's big, man.
He's fucking. I saw him. I was like, he's as tall as you are.
Well, he might be taller than me. By an inch, or he might be the same height. But he's
God
6'4".
Damn.
But when the rumors about him and John Jones came out about fighting, I was like, you're out your goddamn mind.
Yeah.
Like, he's too small for John Jones.
You get wrestled to the
Nope. See him in
ground.
person. I'm like, oh no, you could do it. He goes, why do you think? Yeah, my team we want to fight him.
So he wants to fight John Jones.
Oh yeah. Oh no, he that's the plan. He said 2021 they're gonna fight in Vegas.
So what do you? That's a very intriguing idea. I feel like John Jones is just too big for him.
I did
you're
too,
saying.
but when you see him in person, he's
Yeah.
like, and dude, I'm cut right now. He's 208. Like he was, yeah,
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you forget.
yeah. He's about it. He's 6'4", big, and I was like, you're big, dude. And his
Big
his hands
hands
are
and-
huge.
Wow.
But just a really, really good dude. Smart
Oh, yeah.
kid, man.
Niger-
Fucking smart.
Nigerian, but Australian. Does he identify more with being Nigerian or Australian?
Well,
Do you know?
he moved to Auckland.
New Zealand. Sorry.
Yeah, New Zealand. For a better, his family wanted to have a better education.
His family's very Nigerian, though. He strikes me as way more.
This is what's interesting here is he just bought this car. He bought this, and if you're a car guy, it's like a big boy car. It's a 720S McLaren. It's one of the fastest cars in the world.
Why is he spending his money on that right now? I guess he's a champion, so fuck it. Maybe they gave it to him.
No, he bought it, but he's I don't want to talk about his financial business, but he's
Very smart. He's Nigerian, okay?
Here-
Nigerians
but
are
here's
very
the
good
other
with
thing-
money.
Yeah. Here's the other thing you got to. Well, not all of them.
No, I mean, no,
Yeah,
but
that's
there's
like saying all white
well, no,
people
what
are
I mean
good
is by Nigerian, in Nigeria, like he comes from a large family, and I can guarantee that they are generally pretty good with, as a group.
Just depends.
Yeah.
But the other thing is yeah, I didn't know he was a car guy, but buying a 720S McLaren is pretty insane because I bought my new car on Friday, right? I bought my new car.
Oh, you did?
And I go, you want to see something?
Did you get what you were looking for?
I did. Papa got it. The exact car.
The green
Man, you're such a mess.
I didn't get the green
Oh,
one.
you didn't?
Nope, I didn't get the green one.
Didn't
it's
get-
a Miami blue with red guts and white gold rims.
that's so
There's
awful.
one of 60.
Oh, that's so. You're
The
so.
Finn's gonna drive you nuts.
Hey.
Now, is it the fastest Porsche ever made on Earth? Is it the fastest production car in the world? Yes, Brian. Yes.
Why must you have that? That's what we're dealing
You
with.
know
That's
the
what I have to deal with.
Oh, right there.
Is it?
Yep, that's it. But the rims are white
And
gold.
red guts, as in
Red
as
guts.
in the inside.
Interior's red and plaid. It is so filthy.
It's so.
It is so. No, hold on. It is so fast. It is so fucking fast. You know what they call this car?
What do they call it?
The Widowmaker. A lot of guys die in this car, and that's why I wanted
Let's
it.
go ahead and be careful. What is it
Well,
about
I don't
you?
drive crazy.
The fucking Ferrari. And what's amazing about you is that's your primary car.
This would be my daily driver.
That's your daily
This race
driver.
car. Yeah.
It's a race car. It's
a race car.
Now, isn't there this
It has
thing
the
where a
Y-Shack
race car
package.
but isn't there this thing where a race car has to be opened up and driven like a race car for it not to be in the shop all the time? Is that a myth?
No, not these.
The
This
Porsche.
is the ultimate.
So wait. So
Thing is so filthy. So, anyways, I found out Friday that my guy found it and goes, so that's a Voodoo Blue on the left, Miami Blue on the right. And that's actually a GT3 RS on the right, GT2 RS on the left, you stupid fuck. Look at the exhaust, for God's sakes. Look at the width of the back end.
don't know.
Look at the tires. Look at the inlets.
Fine,
on
I
the
don't know what the
side.
fuck I'm
All right,
looking at,
anyways,
bro.
Look at the air vents.
Stop
on the-
telling me to look at that stuff. All right, I don't
Look at
know.
the size of the wing. Okay, we'll keep it dulled down for you.
God, that thing is
For you
awful.
amateurs.
It's awful.
Oh, you don't know cars, dude.
God, you're gonna cut people's heads off with that dumb fin.
Oh, it's crazy. Anyway, so I found Friday. So I told the guy, I went, hey, I'm going to shoot because I've been harassing my guy Greg, who does all the cars for me. I've been harassing him all day. He goes, hey, dude, I'm going to shooting. I start at 4, but if you find this car, because waiting the car was the SEMA auto show in Vegas. Because the guy who owned it, this billionaire Asian dude who owns it, he got allocated 2 of them, a yellow and a blue one. And they're trying to get it out of this guy to sell it to me. It's brand new. Has like 60 miles on or some shit. Great. It's insane. So I go, make this offer. If he takes it, let me know. And he goes, we'll see what happens. But it was a long shot. And so I'm just getting ready to shoot with Stylebender. And I have my phone on vibrate. And I never have my phone on me, ever. Especially when I'm shooting. But then I could feel it going off. And I'm like, it's probably Jay or something like that. And it kept going off. I'm like, oh, Daddy should probably look. Oh, Daddy got. So I was crunk about it. So I told Stylebender, I'm like, dude, I just got to. I didn't know he was a car guy at all. I go, are you into cars? He goes, yeah. And then I go, dude, check this. He goes, that's crazy, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, oh, I just got a McLaren 720S, which is comparable to my car.
It is?
On the track.
Oh, so he's a maniac too.
That thing is, but here's the thing. He's not a huge car guy. He showed me one of the reasons he got it because he's really into anime. And he goes, look at the eye of this character. And it's orange. It's like this wolf thing. I don't know anime. He's going to get it's like this.
Wow.
It's the eye.
Yeah.
I think it's Naruto.
It's very Japanese.
Naruto,
Naruto?
Ninetales.
Yeah.
Naruto.
Very Japanese.
It's like a wolf that's orange and black. And the eye was similar to the McLaren 720S car. So he goes, look at it, dude. And I went, oh, you're not a car guy, but the car you bought.
You're an anime guy.
The car you bought, I mean, it's like going from a Casio to
it's like going from a dog
Rolex
to a tiger as a pet. I mean, it's crazy. What is that? What's that run me if I want to dip my toe into the car world and I want to go right to the top?
Here's what's
that
crazy
run
about
me?
that, because there's not a ton of those in New Zealand, so there's the markup in New Zealand's pretty crazy too. I would assume he paid around $400 for that.
Okay. The cool thing about these cars that you're buying is that you get your money back, kind of though, right? You're kind of driving it for free.
The McLaren, not as much
220.
so as the Porsche that I bought.
Okay.
But
he's going to
this isn't
find a
bad
market
buy.
for it.
This isn't a bad buy at all. Listen, the cars you don't want to buy are like Lamborghinis, certain Ferraris you don't want to buy, Aston Martin you don't want to buy.
You don't want to buy an Aston Martin.
Cars that hold their value are Porsches, certain limited edition Ferraris.
You
and
edit
then
out.
What?
Edit out the Aston Martin thing.
Why? It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. This is well documented.
Oh, okay.
No, this is.
Sorry.
You don't have to edit that out
All right.
at all.
Check it out. 456,000 in New Zealand.
Out there it's a different, different animal than here.
456,000. Okay.
I'm proud. I was so proud. I got so crunk when I found out I bought a 720S. This is, besides my car, this is Jake's favorite car. He won't shut the fuck up about McLarens. These things are demons. Demons.
Well, I would imagine that
when you
if
see it
I-
on the
if I-
highway, it's so loud.
If I spend almost $500,000 on a car, it better have a blowjob machine inside of it. I mean, that's
What's crazy is you can get your dick sucked in these.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
It comes with comes with blowjobs in your car. That's what people don't realize. You a lot of money. You're gonna be able to bop a lot of shitters, and you're gonna be able to get your dick sucked in it. Now,
I was proud of him. He got that, but
provided the girl knows what the fuck it is.
they don't even need to.
Yeah.
You see it like, I'm gonna suck his dick.
Well, that's a piece of art. That is a beautiful looking car.
It's cool. It's cool.
You can't drive on a regular road.
Yeah, you
if
can.
there's anything in the road.
We can't drive on it. I don't know why they took a picture.
Look at how
on a
low
dirt
that is.
road.
Look at how low
All
it
sports
is.
cars are low though. Every
Is
single
your
sports car.
Porsche that low?
Yes, but it has a lift.
Now, let me ask you this.
It has a
Here's the
lift to go up.
$1,000 question. Your Ferrari, did you get your money back?
Made about $2,000.
You made money
Made
on
$2,000.
it.
So, like I said,
So you drove that car for free?
Yeah, well, kind of. Certain Ferraris, certain Ferraris, limited edition ones, certain ones, you get your money back.
But that's crazy because you drove people drives a Ferrari. You drove that Ferrari for free.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What total did it cost you? You made $2,000 on it?
Overall, yeah. So you got to remember, this isn't just all me. I get that car guy Greg, who this is.
No, I understand. What I'm saying though is that
so he won't like if I was like, oh, let me get a I don't know, like a 48, a certain it's a certain Ferrari. He'd be like, no, you're gonna lose your ass on that. He go if you want to buy a used one and just fuck around and then keep it for a while, do that. But if you're depending on what you want to do. You only want to buy certain cars.
This is what I find kind of fascinating about it is when you spend that kind of money on a car that people want and you go, you can turn around and somebody is going to buy it back from you. Sometimes
Certain markets.
Sometimes
Certain
at
cars.
as much money as you bought it for or more.
Now remember too, Daddy drives.
Daddy drives his car. Now you're going to put
I drive them.
So you put
I wear
some
my
miles.
shoes. I drive my cars.
I've seen it.
I wear my shoes. I drive my cars.
That was your primary car. Those cars sit in garages.
Not mine.
You drive the fuck out of it. And even though you drove that Ferrari, how long did you drive that Ferrari for?
Under a year.
Under a year.
But I drove it every day.
So you have a problem. Now let me ask you this: when you are done, where do we go from this car? Where do we fucking go?
Well, this one is such a collector's item. You want to pay this car off and then start the collection. You know, keep this and then keep building from here.
I see.
That's the plan.
You want a collection of cars?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
My buddy Kenny Griswold does that now. He showed me this crazy Ferrari. He's got money, and he's like, you got to see this. Open his garage. I was like,
Oh, you didn't even know, huh?
it was a white Ferrari. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, certain ones are sick. I was so proud of Stylebender. I was so proud of Israel when he told me he bought a 720S. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
I'm intrigued by this fucking John Jones shit.
I am too, because when news broke, I was like, I even told Chin when he brought it up on Below the Belt, I was like, I'm not even going to entertain this, dude. It's never happening. John Jones is too big. Just was like, it's so silly. It's good for them to talk about. And then right when Israel walked in, I'm like, holy shit, dude, you're a big guy. I was like, I sound like Bryan Callen right now.
Yeah.
I went, you're a big guy. He goes, people see me, they're like, oh, he really is big.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now the John Jones thing doesn't seem so
Doesn't
crazy.
seem
And
that
he went,
far-fetched.
it's like, oh shit, he's serious.
And he's that fucking confident.
Yeah, he has this similar trait that we've only really seen with Conor McGregor, where they say stuff and it actually happens. You know, where they say stuff and where a lot of fighters say stuff and it doesn't seem very organic or natural. When he speaks, it kind of comes to fruition. And
skilled.
He has a whole plan. You know, you got to remember too, he's 30. He's
been fighting
29,
forever.
I think 30.
He's been fighting forever.
Not really, but not even that. The point is it's not like, you know, he's this young kid who bought a McLaren.
He's a bit
just
of a
has
veteran.
He has all this success. He got the UFC at the perfect time.
Mm-hmm. And he had a lot of fights before that.
A lot of fights before that. And also, you know, he's only been in the UFC for 2 years. 2 years. World champion.
God damn. He's got to fight Yoel? No.
He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Yoel's coming off a loss.
That's right.
Paulo Costa was supposed to be, but Paulo's hurt. So,
oh, right.
You know, there's Darren Till. There's Romero.
He's just
Very smart, very creative individual.
yeah. Just that long.
He just checks all the boxes, man, as far as to be a superstar.
Yeah.
I told him on camera that he's the biggest star in the UFC.
I would agree with that.
Can you name one bigger? John's definitely not.
No, he is the biggest right now for sure.
Yeah.
I was just
Connor's
amazed.
not
One of the things that
active
I was amazed about with that Whitaker fight, there was a subtle thing that I saw that he was able to kind of be right there, and he was impossible to touch as he was in proximity of somebody as good as.
He's a lot bigger.
Still, his ability to kind of like move his face just out of the way, those little details, and stay in the
Do
pocket.
you think it's the 70 professional kickboxing fights he had?
There you go.
So when you're going against these MMA fighters, you're
Yeah.
that much more advanced.
That's what I mean, and it's such a subtle thing. You're like, you just can't get a clean shot on his face.
And
He's
can't
just
really,
putting
but
his head where it
all
needs
these
to be.
other guys, it's going to be tough for him to match that. That's why he's going to be champion for a long time, because he has that experience and that background. Me and Rogan were talking about the fights this weekend with Greg Hardy. And it's just like he did well, but it's like, what's his ceiling? Well, there's going to become a certain point where, listen, he fought this vet. He was never even close to winning, but he did have a good show out. But it's like, is he ever going to be a top 10 guy? No.
Who are you talking about?
Greg Hardy. It's like, am I hating on him? No. It's just at his age and the amount of...
He's a football player?
Yeah, the amount of experience that he lacks is just never going to... It's not going to work for him.
Right.
It's just not.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with...
Did you see the Logan Paul-KSI
KSI.
fight? Did you see it?
Yeah.
KSI won.
He didn't, though.
No.
He went off a technicality, off shitty judging. But Logan Paul won that fight.
How'd they look?
I mean, they look, especially for not being fighters and really only having one amateur fight, pretty fucking good. Especially Logan Paul.
Athletic
to
guy.
to be composed and stick behind a jab for the first 3 rounds to wear the guy out. It's like, I sent him a text like, dude, that's not easy to do, especially selling out Staples Center. Not really, selling many tickets as they did, being on that huge platform, to be able to stay calm and relaxed and stick behind a jab for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
You know how impressive that is?
With all that pressure on you, everybody's watching.
I just think they kind of fucked up because they put 2 legit fights on before. I don't know why you just went to a whole YouTube card.
Why? Because they comparing it or something? And
No, I feel like it's just, I know they wanted a crossover of,
did Billy Joe Saunders? Oh fuck, I missed that.
yeah, Billy Joe.
Did he win?
Out, yeah, he didn't look great, but he got it done. And then Devin Haney's the youngest, biggest, brightest star
Yeah.
coming up. So it just, I think that was, I wouldn't have done that if I were them. I would have done more of a YouTuber undercard.
They fought at 188 cruiserweight, huh? Did I would imagine Logan Paul had to suck down to 188 if that's what the cruiserweight is.
No,
Because
Nope,
Logan's
it's
your height.
interesting. Damn near.
Yeah.
I like when they asked KSI, I was like, "You guys gonna do this again?" He goes, "No, it's over. I'm not. No, I'm good. I'm not. I don't want to be a boxer. I don't.
No, that's a lot of training. Cruiserweight is 200 pounds.
In
I thought it was
1980.
188. Okay. Light heavy is 175.
It was interesting. I don't think it gets a lot of hate, but it's like, crazy ass for 2 YouTubers to.
I couldn't help but thinking about Canelo fighting Andre Ward coming out of retirement. I wonder if that'll ever happen. I wonder if Andre Ward's thinking about it.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
He said no.
He said no.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get why people really give. I think the reason people got upset is because they put on these like legit world champion boxers on this main card. They were just done all YouTube. Then no one really has. You can't really give anyone shit for it.
Right.
And also, it's not like DAZN's a legit boxing network. They're
starting to be
They're brand new.
Yeah.
But they have no legacy. There's no history there. So who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You're a legit promoter, and I don't get why people care. It's pretty impressive. These 2 YouTubers. They could have done anything. They could have done.
They
jump
obviously
roping.
trained
They could
really
have done
hard for it.
Super hard. Legit
Yeah.
trainers. One trained with Floyd Mayweather's uncle.
Oh really? Roger
dude.
Mayweather?
Yeah. Entire camps.
What? Who was in? Was that KSI or is that?
That's KSI, and then Logan Paul had the world champion.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Burbick? Trevor Burbick?
No,
Trevor.
Jesus Christ. No.
Trevor. What the fuck is his name?
Shannon Briggs.
Shannon Briggs. Yeah.
He had Shannon Briggs. Tony Jeffries helped him out.
Wow.
I mean, legit camps.
Huh.
Yeah. Like straight legit camps. The other thing is they did like countdowns for it. Best countdowns you've ever seen for leaning into a fight. 'Cause that's what they do, right? They're YouTubers. So the cut downs that they did building up this fight.
I think they're both like 24 something. I mean, if you're going to do it, you may as well do it at that age. Why not? At least you can say you did it. Because that's a big risk. That's a fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got to give them a little respect because they
get
could
knocked out and
These
look
2 could have
stupid.
done anything. They could have done. They could sprint, climb mountains. They name something. Jump out of plane. Whatever it is.
No, we're gonna
They could have
fight.
done. Yeah, they decide to box.
Yeah.
which is pretty fucking
Do
crazy.
they get along in real life or do they have this?
They actually hated each other, but you could even see afterwards. KSI was like, because Logan was like, "Hey man, I know I talked a lot of shit. I hope it's over. We're cool. I was just trying to build the fight because he said some personal shit. You can see that KSI guy was kind of like, but he's like, all right, yeah, it's over, man. They were cool.
Banging out.
Boys made some money.
I bet they did.
Boys made some
I
money.
bet they did.
Big boy money too. By far the highest paid on that card. Well, obviously though, that's the only reason everybody was there to see this thing. It's impressive, man.
Yeah.
It opens up a weird kind of portal now. Now, Eddie Hearn's like, I've been hit up by all sorts of YouTubers and celebrities who want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You can do it. Just don't have the other legit fights underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where it gets dicey. Like you're mixing the 2 worlds.
Agreed.
And these guys took it seriously too. So it was
Super. I was impressed.
very close to professional. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good amateurs or no?
I mean, compared to what?
Depends.
Compared to what?
Yeah, you know, it's
The
it's a
amateur
different
scene,
game.
like Golden Gloves?
Nah,
Well, that's stupid, dude.
different game. Yeah, different game.
Yeah, it's silly.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive what they did, though.
Yep.
I don't feel like it's going to start too much of a trend because I don't think too many YouTubers want to bot.
No, dude, because you get hit once. What happens is you start training and you get punched in the face.
That KSI and
it
uppercut
sobers you up.
Do you see? You didn't see the fight.
He's a sturdy kid. That
Logan
KSI.
Paul uppercut him, fucking rocked
Yeah.
him.
Really?
Oh, dude. Oh,
Bad.
Are there any highlights? Probably can't watch.
We probably can't play him, but there's definitely highlights.
Rocked him, really?
oh, dude.
Wow.
Logan Paul got rocked too. He got sat down as well.
Jesus, he did?
You want to see this real quick?
Yeah, KSI was.
That guy just
going
kept
for it.
coming. He looks so tired too.
He knocks him down there, hit him behind
Yeah.
the air. The uppercut was vicious, and
Yeah.
this is
Good,
where
though. Logan's a fucking rough.
boom.
One.
The
Jesus.
uppercut before that.
But
was
he
better, though.
grabbed him by the head there.
I know, but the uppercut before it. Look at this. Boom.
Oh, that's legit.
This
That's
is where
legit.
that's where he lost 2 points where he grabbed the head.
You got to be in shape. You got to be in fucking. That's crazy. This looks like a brawl.
That uppercut was the best shot of the night. He just fucked up because he rocked him and then grabbed that head and rocked.
Did you tell me Logan wrestled in college or
High school.
he's a big, strong. Well, that's a beautiful
Boom.
move. That's a beautiful move.
And then this is the grabbing and stuff
Yeah,
like
they
that.
didn't show
That's
it
just
there.
lack of experience.
How bad is that when they do it? If even it's just like brushing across them, but if he did push
It's just lack of experience. He's not like it's just they've never fought.
very tough to do that.
never-
they look
never
very
fought.
good. That slip and uppercut is so hard to pull off. I mean, that itself is a big accomplishment. It's fucking hard. It's really hard to box this way. Look at him slip.
Yeah.
Look at him slip. He's Logan
See,
Paul looks.
I think
fucking
it's just an
good. Yeah, he can't do
experience thing.
that.
He
but
grabbed.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know
he can't
that.
do
Yeah.
that.
The problem is like this. He didn't need to grab. That dude was already fucked up off
Yeah,
that
man.
uppercut.
Yeah.
So if he would
KSI's
just
a tough fuck though.
if he would have just not grabbed his head, but that's how Logan Paul because this ref was ridiculous, super outlandish. The ref took
Hated that
2
guy, dude.
points, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
Didn't warn, especially these guys being their first pro fight. No warning, just gonna take 2 points away.
they're both sturdy, rough-looking kids, man. I mean, guys. I mean, these are strong as fuck. I mean, big. Yeah, they look good.
The ref was terrible though.
The ref-
He took forever to break him up too.
The ref
Like,
and talking to him
Oh, it
and
was
like
terrible.
I don't know what was going on with that ref. The ref made it about himself. It was
Yeah.
disappointing. Worst case, if you don't take the points, let's say you took 1 point or a warning, then it'd be another draw.
Yeah.
That was rough looking.
That was our
That
first
was the
one.
first one.
But yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting.
It's
It
awesome.
was interesting. It was entertaining.
Yeah, man.
It was way better than I thought.
Yeah, me
Way
too.
better,
Like
way
when,
better.
like I was like, all right, let's go. Like the other fights, just the production of DAZN was bad.
The way they're swinging, I mean,
Yeah.
you make one mistake, you're going to sleep. Fucking guys like that hit hard.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Jesus.
They decided to do that because again, they could have got however many views. I don't know what the pay-per-view numbers are, but how many views it got? They could have done that playing chess. These guys are so popular.
Yeah.
They could have done anything. But they
And
decided-
they're both done with it.
I don't know if Logan is, but
Logan wants it back, but that guy said he's done. KSI.
Yeah,
Oh,
done,
Logan
though.
wants to fight
Yeah.
again?
Because he feels like he was taken from him. The 2 points was pretty freaking crazy.
it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're both pretty concussed after that fight. Looks like.
Oh, they're not going to be like 100% healthy for sure.
They're young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worth it. Great.
Yeah, I want to say I heard that they made $10 million.
I think it was more.
Justin Bieber was in the entourage. It's awesome.
Just off the top, I heard both made 10 and 10. Did they give us fight purse numbers?
Possibly.
Oh, but it's just saying what the commission pays them, not
Yeah.
the pay-per-view. Pay-per-view is where they're making their money.
Yeah.
How much does it say Billy Joe Saunders? $750. And how
So
much did the young
900,000
kid
guaranteed.
make? How much did
Is he here?
damn,
I think that's it, right? Marcelo
No, can you
Caceres.
scroll up?
This way or the other way?
Devin Haney made $1 million. That's nice.
That's a lot.
Yeah, those boys make their money off the pay-per-view. I'm curious to see how many people bought it.
Yeah.
I also think DAZN's making a little bit of a mistake where they think there's going to be a crossover, because the reason they want subscribers to DAZN.
Right.
But that young fan base, they don't give a fuck.
I subscribed to DAZN though, just because they had the Canelo fight and they had certain things.
Not what I'm talking about. So the reason why they did Logan Paul-KSI is because they thought the young kids would bring
I see.
new subscribers.
Yeah.
I think they're off on it. Those kids are just going to do that and get out. They're not into boxing.
DAZN's must have so much money though, because they're guaranteeing these fighters so much money. I feel like.
They've stopped. They've started to pull back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to do it originally, to get all the big names.
Yeah. Logan Paul's a unique guy. Built like a brick shit house.
Big boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't really know none of my friends really watched it.
No.
I don't know anyone like in my crew didn't watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah. I gotta start taking my training more seriously.
I'm gonna pee, dude.
What?
I'm gonna pee.
Go piss. You want me to help you?
Yes.
Secure you? Secure your hips? There you go. I'll wring your dick out. Call me when you want it to be wrung out.
Okay.
I'll wring it out.
Are you going?
No, I'm not fucking around. Keep this podcast going on my own. Listen, man, I'm wearing right now. Look at these underwear. Look at these.
Oh, dude, you got a ball hammock. You got to trim up a little, though, huh? You got a ball hammock, dude.
Yeah.
You
Guess
got
what?
that nice perch for your sack.
I'm wearing my Shinesty underwear. I'm wearing my Shinesty underwear right now.
Dude, and you got that ball hammock support. The design, those look really cool, dude. Those look really cool.
Show you my Shinesty.
Yeah, show us your flat ass.
I don't have a flat ass, dude.
Oh, cool. Those are nice, dude.
Those are my Shinesties. And these aren't the ones, a lot of times they have a, see that area?
Hey, you know what? It says bulge enhancing,
Yeah, I got
which,
both.
yeah, it's...
No, don't say it. Don't act
the
like
ball
it.
hammock makes your package look huge for real.
I got a huge package.
Dude, and how about they have a subscription which saves you 35% and you get free shipping on every single pair. No commitments. There's none of that.
They're all
you
I wear
customize
now.
your subscription, choose your assortment and frequency. They make sure you always have a fresh pair of undies.
Yeah.
They
I
also
love
got NFL stuff,
Beer pouch,
Christmas
retro
stuff,
ski suits.
seamless thongs.
They
What?
got hilarious underwear.
Wow, man, hilarious.
Shinesty.
underwear for guys and gals.
They are the best underwear. That's all I wear now.
Yes, and you guys can get your first pair of subscription ball hammocks for only $5 right now. Just head to shinesty.com/fighter.
It's SHINESTY, shinesty.com/fighter. Get your first pair of ball hammock boxers for only $5. Your balls, your piece, your root will thank you. You got to keep things trim. You just told me.
I just told you, dude, you just pulled your pants down.
Yeah.
And you got a bush like the 70s.
No, well, hold on. My ball
It's
area.
nasty.
The problem is when it comes to your ball area, and that's delicate
Dicey.
area, right?
I know. Dude, you nick your balls, that thing bleeds like a vein.
It's a big problem. I've done it before. You got to
Snip
get
the root.
That's where manscaped.com comes in.
Thank God.
They got proprietary skin-safe technology. The trimmer will not nick or snag your nuts, but you got to keep things tight and respectful down there.
Redesigned electric trimmer for specifically your nutsack.
Keep
man.
keep your nutsack as clean and as well put together as a Marine's haircut.
Yeah,
That's all
give
I'm
it a
trying to
Philly
say.
fade. Get
got the
20%
croppers.
off free shipping today with the code FIGHTER at manscaped.com. That's manscaped.com. Promo code is
They
FIGHTER.
got anti-chafing ball deodorant moisturizer. Come on, man.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code FIGHTER at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code FIGHTER.
Yeah. So Chin has friends that are they're men and
They're women.
they're women.
Yeah.
I thought they
That's
were
why
men.
it's more.
Oh, and
That's just-
they were thinking about organizing a group and just going down and just giving out free hugs in Venice.
They actually texted me, "Hey, you want to come along?" Give it up.
Tell them I said, fuck you.
I know.
Yeah, just free
I'm like,
hugs.
I-
Now,
what do you do?
They have nothing
want
to do?
Did they want you
No.
to be involved in the hugging?
Yes, they're super. They volunteer for everything. They're like that. But I'm.
We'll do something that's going to make a difference, though. Like you
I know.
serve food for free or help bums out. Or you know?
Bums? Do you mean the homeless?
Bums.
I love the New York Times, the liberal New York Times. They're like, California's homeless problem. A lot of people have lost their jobs and now they're on the street. They not fucking once, they mentioned that every one of them that I've seen in Venice and on the beach, every one of them is a drug addict or drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, what about that?
Mental
If you
health
talk to people that
issues.
work with them, you talk to cops, they'll tell you that, like in Seattle, the guy was like, well, he's in there with them. He's working with them. He goes, the drug addiction is essentially 100%. What are you fucking talking about?
And that's one of the reasons
But the
they're
New
on the
York Times won't
street
mention
because
that. Like, hey,
they have such a
mention that.
problem. All their money went to drugs.
Yeah. But no, because it's, you know what it is? It's like they had a medical bill they couldn't, and now they're on the street.
No.
Bullshit. This is a drug and mental health issue for the most part. Stop acting like it's not.
Yep.
It's like fucking. But
I don't know
it's
what the fuck you do
incorrect.
with them though.
Give them hugs.
Yeah.
You create what you do is you create shelters and you let the police enforce the law, which the police say you can't be out here on the sidewalk. You got to go to a shelter.
Oh, dude,
we
when you
have
go to Venice
shelters.
Beach in the morning, when I used to run in the morning, it looked like the
You're not
Purge,
allowed. You're not
but
allowed.
with all bums.
Prop 47 or whatever it is. You're not allowed to move them if they have a standing structure. So if they have a structure like that, you can't move them unless you have a place to move them to. So, and then property crime becomes essentially unenforceable at a certain. So if they steal a bike, you're not going to be able to really enforce it. So small businesses pay all the fucking. They pay for this shit.
Sad all the way around.
It's well,
I don't know.
I got
don't
a
know
problem
what you
with
do
it.
I don't know what
I
you
got
do
a problem with the fact that you can just have this many people who are either mentally unstable or definitely on drugs or alcohol. They're just able to set up camp everywhere. So you have these essentially
crazy.
shanty towns.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the solution. The solution is shelters.
Set them on fire. No,
What? But shelters. It's because they're finding diseases like bubonic plague and
Yeah.
tetanus and shit. Fuck that.
Freaky.
I don't want to look at it. You know, there's a way to deal with this, and it's not with these liberal policies that Gavin Newsom and all those fucking guys in San Francisco. They're so fucking lame, and they don't have to live with it. All the politicians that are all the city councils they don't have to deal with that shit.
I don't mind a little homeless, little bum, but when
Some hobos.
especially in Venice, that's Venice, you know. But when there's just droves of them,
This shit's out of control, bro, and it's drugs, alcohol.
Mental
all kinds
illness
of
is a huge one. You're in LA though; they're violent, so that's why I'm even more like concerned because they'll punch people randomly.
Well, you
and run
gotta
away.
you gotta wait until they do something, and then you know. But anytime you have that much riffraff,
They
and it's
wanna go to
riffraff,
prison, though.
They're
That's
getting
a night.
high in their fucking tents. They have set up. If you just come by to Venice,
oh yeah, math.
it's yeah.
I'll sit
smoking
there and
meth
just watch them.
Yeah. Fuck that. That's your answer. So just keep them there. Okay, cool. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, they suck. And some are just lazy. Let's be real. Some just went, fuck it.
Yeah.
Drugs and street life, man.
Yep.
This is a current event.
No,
So politically incorrect, but I don't give a fuck.
What else you guys got? Shout
We
out to the
got-
homeless.
that's not it. Oh, here it is.
Okay, so a prisoner in Iowa back in 2015 suffered a seizure, which then led him to being in a hospital. When he was in the hospital, his brother was called. And his brother said, if anything happens to my brother, do not resuscitate him. The doctor decided to ignore the brother's wishes and resuscitated the prisoner. The prisoner then was revived, but he was technically dead for a couple of minutes. And he says that his life term should have been served.
Fair point.
And
Fair
he's been
point.
trying to appeal it ever since, saying that if that doctor had listened to his brother and didn't resuscitate him, then his sentence would be over. But since he resuscitated him,
But did his brother have power of attorney?
yes,
Oh, wow. Wow, he has a
He
case.
killed a
here.
man with the handle of
Yes.
an axe in 1996.
yes,
Damn.
but
Probably shouldn't let him out.
Or he got really
and
mad.
that's what all the judges have said. They've all denied his case to try to have his life sentence.
Yeah, I need to know exactly what his crime was, because all I know is he killed a guy with an axe.
with the handle of an axe.
Do we
He didn't
know?
chop the guy up. He hit him with the handle of an axe.
Do we know what he did though? Was it like
It's that he killed a man.
Yeah, I know, but was it in his house? Was it a passion crime? Like, what's going on there?
Not sure. It did not.
They're not
say.
letting him out for a reason, though. You know, he has a
Yeah.
legit point, though. Like, dude, I'd be dead if you fucked in it.
I say free him.
I need the details on his
He's
case.
66 with kidney stones. Let him out.
Yeah, would you see what they did? That one guy, they let this guy who was a murderer out. The day he got out, you know what he did?
Oh, he killed a bunch of people.
Murdered.
Really?
Yeah.
Just a mad dog
What they
killer.
do?
Mad dog killer.
No, he's like, I'm fully rehabilitated. I feel good, and they just murdered the next.
Yeah, that guy doesn't look like he's gonna. It's really hard to find when you find anywhere to live when you're when you have a record like that. You can't find a place to live.
Yeah, so they want to go back in. Oh, there it was. Oh, this is his case.
That's what it clicked to, but it went to just a random page.
But when you go to it, let's see. They had details on what he did. He looks like a murderer. Jesus Christ,
I know.
Where's it at? Scroll up.
It was up here.
Yeah.
But then I clicked on murder, and it just went to the random page.
Killing a woman.
No, killing a man.
Oh, man.
Handle of an axe, 1996.
Man.
Well,
Life without parole. That means some pretty gnarly shit.
Yeah.
You probably just killed a guy. Yeah, it doesn't really say what his murder was. Life without parole, though. He
must have done some shit.
Yeah, he must have just killed an innocent person, maybe.
Yeah.
You can't let you out, dude.
Maybe he had a.
The doctor really fucked
Fight.
him, though, man.
Oh, here we
What
are.
else you got? I don't think we're gonna figure it out.
Witnesses stated that hold on. Traveling with a woman.
Oh, it looks like it was a traffic dispute.
The man. No. Schreier was found guilty of first degree murder and killing earlier. Schreier used their long-winded axe to club tear together. Yeah, it doesn't say.
Yeah, that sucks.
Traffic? We don't know. Can't have that guy in the street, though. What else?
Alrighty.
So there was a shirt that got tweeted out on Amazon where it's a little girl, and I think somebody edited a text over it. They're selling a shirt that says "Daddy's Little Slut," and this is the photo that was being sold. They were selling it in kid sizes, and in the description they said it was good for like birthday parties. What was it?
But did someone just Photoshop it, or did Amazon?
No, this was
actually
on
sell this?
Amazon.
Jesus.
So it was a third-party seller who posted this photo up, selling this child-sized shirt, saying "Daddy's Little Slut." Somebody found this, put it on Twitter, and wanted to make sure that it went viral, so Amazon would take it down.
There was an article. There's an article about how on the web it's so hard to enforce child pornography. 45 million images alone they've already confiscated. 45 million videos and images.
Jesus Christ.
It's so crazy, and a lot of times it's the kid's own parents.
That's awful.
With another man. These fucking people, man. I would shoot him in the fucking head.
Yeah.
But yeah, this on Amazon, think how much shit they sell. They can't really keep track of it.
It's so hard to keep, and also with the clouds, they're so encrypted, and so you're asking tech companies to go into someone's cloud. It's almost impossible to do. It's also they can't do it because now they're just going to go to a place that ensures your security. What's interesting to me about that is that law enforcement actually can't go into your cloud, and even when they do, the company itself only looks at images. They don't look at video. Okay, because there's just too much of it. And also it violates your privacy. So if Apple goes into my cloud and looks at all my shit, that's a violation of privacy. So it's just a fucking major problem. And there are evil people out there dealing this shit.
Yeah, so the third-party retailer put this up in June. So it's been up since June for $18. And in their description, it says that it's suitable to wear at a birthday party, baby shower, baptism, wedding,
just trolling.
baby photography.
It's just trolls. It's just stupid shit. They're just trolling.
Oh
but they took it down. I assume,
But yeah, they took it down. I'm not sure if they took down the third-party seller's page altogether,
should.
but they took down the shirt.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
People suck.
Yep. People suck.
What else you got?
Well, in some lighter news, a comedian went on to Germany's Got Talent, and her act is that she drew a dog on her butt cheeks and made it eat hot dogs.
Well, I'd like to watch this
Me too.
because I find it fantastic.
Until when she gets on.
Oh,
Wonder if she's probably stable. Already
Here?
looks crazy.
Well, this
is
wow.
fucking-
It goes on for a
This will
while,
never
but
make
this
America.
is.
This is her whole act.
Yes. And then it gets to a point where she pulls out some hot dogs and makes the dog eat the hot dogs.
here?
Wait, I think
She's just twerking with her asshole.
There it goes.
there
right?
we go.
Oh
Where
my
is this?
god,
Germany.
that is
I think that's fucking the greatest thing I've ever seen. in my
Wow.
life.
She's hilarious.
You can't do that here.
And
for
can
sure.
she open for me when I'm in Europe?
Oh my god. Good luck following that. Look at her, poor girl.
Only, dude, only in fucking Germany would they air something like that. I mean, she wouldn't.
Yeah, that's remarkable.
But yeah, that was her whole act.
Wow. Hopefully she wins it. Hopefully she wins it all.
What would you do for the next round though? Just
I
the same
don't know
thing?
where you go from there. I'd assume they close the show out with that and just like, all right, well, that's our time.
Yeah, you don't go anywhere from there. I mean, it's bop 'em in the shitter Mondays.
It'd
but
be
that's-
funny if she had like a blowout.
That's hot dog.
What if she was hot as fuck, had a blowout ass?
That's a different
Then it'd go
situation.
viral.
Then it'd go
But she
viral.
kind of had like that weird flat German ass.
It's a flat German ass. It's a flat German ass.
A flat germ.
It's an older.
A
It's an
flat
older
germ.
lady
I
ass.
call it a flat germ.
Older lady ass.
Flat germ.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Let's do this. This is not super current, but it's very heartwarming. This little kid that replaced the
Oh,
candy.
I saw this. Yeah.
Yeah.
How adorable was that?
Good girl.
It's a dude. It's a little kid, boy.
Good boy.
Now this is a little old current event.
It's a little
That's
old,
all
but I
right.
mean, it's so heartwarming.
yeah. I mean,
And just his worry, he's like, oh no. So as the little girl's approaching, I found out they're probably family members though. So
that's his sister.
Yeah.
Oh, you just realized this?
no, I found out.
Oh.
In the beginning, I thought it was just some random people, and it was even cuter.
I fucking love Halloween when kids get so excited.
Yeah.
My son was like, I'm tired, man. Let's go back. Let's go back. My son's got a shelf life on shit. He's like, man, let's go back. I'm like, come on. How many houses are we going to hit? I was like, really?
He's over it then.
And my daughter, you can give my daughter like all the candy in the world or like vanilla milkshake, whatever. She'll be like, oh, awesome, yeah. And she'll drink a quarter of it.
sweet tooth kid.
Yeah, she'll be like, I'm done. There's built-in moderation. My son, give it all. Yeah.
All right, next one.
Yes.
All right, this happened at another Popeyes.
God damn.
This one's pretty crazy. So I guess this woman in the white hair, apparently,
Cat laughing.
apparently, she called him the N-word.
Oof.
I guess they charged her. This is allegedly
At Popeyes?
At Popeye, allegedly charged her twice for her order, so that she complained about it, called him the N-word, and then he, according to the witnesses, he called that woman an ugly, broke down cracker.
Hell yeah.
And then violence ensued.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. There's
So this is them arguing beforehand. There's not much to this video, but the video of him.
chicken and racism.
We don't have a good.
Yeah, this is him taking her outside.
Oh, he dragged her outside?
Watch, you'll see.
How does none of those other guys help this lady out?
I mean, I'm sure they're just shocked.
How old is that lady?
She looks very old.
He just slammed her on
Slammed
her
her.
head?
Like her whole side. So I mean, that was a hardcore slam.
That's
I
you
mean-
can get attempted murder for that.
So there
I
it is.
assume
Aggravated.
Popeyes fired him, but you never know.
Well, no, you can't do that. So you got to be fired.
Arrest
well,
made.
that's you're in trouble. You
Felony?
can't pick a
Yeah,
woman
it's
up.
fe-
You can't pick
felony.
a woman up and slam her on the ground. like
Aggravated
that.
assault.
So enjoy that.
I can't believe. So wait, did he pick her up and carry outside? And
No,
slam her
no.
again?
So she was walking away. Then he followed
He's in
her,
trouble.
picked
Let
her
me see
up,
it
and then
again.
slammed
Let
her.
me see that.
He's in
Give me
trouble.
a
She's
replay of-
leaving.
Give me a replay of that.
She's leaving.
Fucking DDT this dude did to this old lady. So she's like,
she's
all right,
leaving.
I'm
She's
outta
leaving.
here.
He grabs her
He
right
comes
there.
out.
Wait, who's punching her?
someone
Another
punched her?
employee's punching her.
Yeah, that.
Rewind it
looks
for me
like that
again.
woman.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, the woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's such a hard slam.
let me ask you something, dude. Was that worth it?
Well, he's in deep trouble. He's in big trouble, dude.
Oh, that's hardcore.
A DA is going to go, you followed her outside, grabbed her, picked her up, and threw her on the
walking
ground.
away.
And that other woman who was hitting her.
The other one hitting her's fucked.
Enjoy
too.
that shit.
Yeah, they're both fucked.
That's. I don't give a fuck what somebody calls you. You just can't do that. And they're walking away, and they're an old lady.
And you're an employee of the store?
Good luck.
Eef.
Good luck.
Jay got it Popeyes yesterday. Sent me pictures. He got two of them.
He's all about it, or he's saying it's
He
not
says
that?
the best sandwich he's ever had in his life.
Better than Chick-fil-A?
He says the best sandwich he's ever had in his life.
He's never had Howlin' Rays, right?
That's why I went, wait to come to LA and get you Howlin' Rays. He goes, I don't need Howlin' Rays.
Yeah, right.
he goes, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous.
Cut to you guys getting in a fight.
Oh my God.
I hear mixed
I don't
stuff
get,
now.
I mean, I need to try it. I don't know where I'm going to try it, but I heard you can get off Postmates or
I heard that we couldn't.
there's a delivery service you can do. It's $300.
Okay.
They wait in line for you and everything. $300.
For Howlin' Rays?
No, Howlin' Rays is different. Popeyes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Popeyes is doing something with that chicken. They're doing something with that chicken sandwich.
This bitch got slammed on her face.
Yeah.
You just gotta wait a couple more weeks until it dies down because the chicken sandwich is here to stay. So
Is that
it's
what
fine.
they said?
Yeah. So it's gonna be on the permanent menu now. There's no reason to
We
fight
get it.
over it anymore.
January.
But ignorance is alive and well, huh? In Tennessee, in fucking
Where was this at?
Popeyes chicken,
I think it's Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee. But I mean, it does make you hungry when you see it everywhere, right?
Yeah.
It makes you want to
Oh,
eat
yeah.
it. So it's
And Jay won't shut the fuck up about it.
if it's
Send me
that
a picture
good.
goes, got two of them. Best sandwich I ever had in my life. I went, dude, I'm telling you, Howlin' Rays is better.
Did you get the regular or the spicy one? People are saying the spicy one is the good one.
I think spicy.
Has to be spicy, right?
He even sent me a picture. It doesn't look great. Compared to Howlin' Rays, it doesn't look like shit.
Howlin' Rays looks good in person too. Like it looks like just like a beautiful picture
That
in
is such-
person.
That was so hot though. I didn't. I took 17 shits after that. My asshole
I don't
was
know why
like,
you did that.
Oh, bro, my asshole was like, what the fuck,
Hey,
Bryan?
how about what his was hot?
Yeah, his
There's
was
even
hot.
a hotter one.
Yeah, there's extra hot and then howlin'.
My
I feel like we should get a
My
Howlin'
poo-poo place.
just to see how hot
I could get
it is.
you guys like the wings and then you guys can take
dude,
like, bites out of
your
it.
shitter.
Yeah, they have like chicken thigh, chicken
My
wings.
mouth
Be
is
close
watering.
to a toilet.
I want to. Ooh, my mouth is watering.
You're gonna be pooing. Country.
God, it's nice.
I'll get mild.
So
next
you
time.
got hot, burn, baby, burn. I got medium, delicious.
Was it too hot?
No, it's
No, it's
perfect. I'd say it's
fantastic.
perfect.
Because
Medium.
medium has habanero, and then when you get to hot, there's scorpion peppers and ghost peppers in it. That's
It
what
was
you had.
crazy, bro. I was like,
Whiten up, bro. That ain't for
extra
you.
hot and then howling.
Howlin' can't touch us 10 plus. I just want to let's split a Howlin'.
It's trouble, dude. It's trouble.
Kat, how big of a house is it for you to get Howlin' Rays?
They've been pretty cool. I just email them and they prepare it. I come right before the thing.
Let's fire it back up, man.
I feel like I want it hot.
You want Howlin' though.
Yeah.
See, what I want to
Howlin's
do is I
crazy.
want to get two medium. Do they have fries here?
Yes. I think
Where's
the
the
fries
fries,
are better
Kat?
when you're there though.
Yeah.
I like cold fries too. But what I'd like to do is get two mediums, right? That's gonna be my meal. And then we'll get one Howlin'.
You were
split
sick last
that.
time when you had two.
I got very sick.
You were very sick.
I almost threw up. I didn't tell you this.
Oh, I was gonna shit my
Because
pants.
when I ate
while
the hot,
it was with
I ate,
Aubrey,
that,
right?
I ate the hot. It was so hot. I ate that, and I only ate half of it, and I was like, because I thought about my poo place, I thought about my
Your
shitter,
rump?
and I was like, and then I got nauseous after I ate it. I was like, I don't feel good.
That Howlin's gonna fucking.
In fact, I'm just now recuperating.
I'm still on the mend. Wow. Yeah, I really want to try Howlin'. God, if hot was that hot, wonder how many people order Howlin'.
I don't know. I feel like people don't order howlin' just to eat a chicken sandwich. They do it for the challenge.
Like
Yeah.
what we're doing.
I
Yes.
mean, I would do howling if
You
for,
and I are
for a
gonna
reason.
split in half and we'll eat it on air and see how it goes.
Isn't that hot wings? Isn't that what that is, babe? Hot ones.
Hot
whatever
ones,
it's
yeah.
called?
Hot ones? Well, they do different sauces.
There's actually a video of Red Band eating the howlin' on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Is what I found.
They
yeah.
say it's hot?
Yeah, but I think he eats it.
I'm gonna
I think
text
he
Red
finishes
Band and be
it.
like, how fucking hot was the Howlin'?
Yeah.
But everyone's different though, man. I do all right with spice.
I do all right with spice, but that hot was hot.
I don't know.
It was
why you
not
did that.
pleasant.
I don't
It
know.
was
why
the
you did-
morning.
See, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like when it's so spicy I can enjoy my food.
No, I was like, my mouth was, I was like, talking to you guys. Like,
And
it
it
hurts.
gets hotter when you breathe in.
Yeah, it
It's like
hurts.
Jay's friend Buster. He'll get Thai hot stuff, and you'll see him eating the noodles, and you'll see beads of sweat. Like,
Yeah.
dude, what are you doing? But that's what he likes.
I guess so.
Yeah, I think we get
I think
four,
hot
we get
peppers-
5 medium for the squad and 2 howling.
Hillary Clinton said that she's kept herself awake throughout the campaign in 2008 by eating a lot of hot peppers.
Peppers?
I said, "How do you stay?" She goes, "I eat hot peppers." Interesting. I remember one time my buddy goes, "I'm going to make you a raw burrito." I was like, "This is
Sounds
back when I
raw?
was so into food, like into all the raw thing." And he took 2 habanero peppers, fresh ones, chopped them up.
Oh, hell no.
Put sunflower seeds and fucking avocado and wrapped it in, like I made a raw burrito and then wrapped it in a fucking cabbage leaf, and I ate it. And
Did
I
you guys suck each other
couldn't
off after
feel
that?
my mouth. No, because you don't want that near your dick. Couldn't feel my mouth.
I can't believe you ate that.
And when you
Sounds
cut habanero peppers, you touch it and you go
gotta wash
to
your
take a
hands.
pee.
Yeah.
Enjoy that on your dick. Enjoy that.
So he made you a salad.
He made me
Yeah, he
a
made you a
burrito.
salad-
It's
he
a
made you a
mush, and then
burrito
you put it,
bowl
you
and
wrap it in the
wrapped it. Yeah,
fucking, yeah, it was bullshit. But I was like, this is so good for you. Meanwhile,
Oh,
yeah,
what else you got,
it
Chin?
was a problem.
This happened recently. An American Airlines plane slides off the runway at O'Hare in Chicago,
Yeah.
and it's because it was all iced out. Check it out. This is on the landing, obviously.
Boy, it is icy out there. That'd be scary as fuck. Landing and taking off.
That's
And right
Chicago
now,
right
it's
now.
going sideways right now.
That's Chicago.
So everyone's safe, no injuries. But look, the wing's on the ground.
That's Monday morning. That's Chicago right now.
Well, right now there's a big cold front over everywhere except for here,
here.
right? Not here.
Here we are. I'll take fires
It's
and
95.
mudslides.
It's 95
Yeah.
here, yeah.
There was just a fire at Warner Bros. On Saturday, right?
Hollywood Hills.
Yeah.
I always forget how,
Wonder Bros, huh?
because that's New England. That's Denver. Denver's sunny though.
Not right now. Denver's cold right now.
Denver's cold. I remember driving
was
to your
cold,
house.
but here.
I remember driving to your house in Denver. I hadn't driven in snow in a long time.
Yes,
And I was
that's right.
driving to his house, and I'm not kidding. I was sliding. I was fucking sliding. It was nuts. I was like, I gotta drive 5 miles an hour to his
keep
house.
that shit.
Keep it.
Snow,
Bro,
Fuck
by the time I
off.
got here, I was like, man, it was
exhausting. You're
Oh my
exhausted.
God.
You're driving like this.
You can't control your car.
dude.
Sliding,
Scary.
gadoosh.
That's everyone's like, oh, you don't want to move back to Denver? You can suck my
Ugh.
sunny tan dick.
Suck my sunny
Suck
tan
my
dick.
fire dick.
Fire dick. Yeah.
We got
Yeah,
fires
it was bad.
here.
It was bad. It was bad.
There's nowhere safe in California for fires. Like, you can't go, oh, I'm going to move to the hills. I'm move to Hollywood. Nowhere safe for everywhere there's fire. Everybody can get lit up here.
Yeah.
Everybody can set on fire.
Yeah.
The hills? Warner Bros. Had to shut down? All good, baby. Price you pay to live here, you know?
Yeah. I just got nervous thinking about sliding and getting hit by.
Oh, dude, that's growing up with that shit.
Just made me nervous. I just started biting my nails.
And dressing like puffy coats.
Oh, like a
walking to
fucking like the
school.
Michelin Man.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah. Cover your face. It's super cold out. What?
Some people, you're talking bitter cold.
I remember New England.
playing football in the snow.
That's fun though, isn't it?
no.
Oh, your hands break.
Imagine
Catch
fun.
anything, your mask is frozen. That
Oh.
shit. I would never move anywhere with the snow. That's why I can't live in New York. I can't live in Boston.
No.
I have to stay here.
Freezing in New England, you would get get so cold that your hair would freeze. The nostrils, the mucus in your nostrils would freeze. I'm
Did you
not
see in
I hate that
Chicago
part,
last year? My girl's friend who lives out there. They took a hot coffee,
Yeah.
threw it in the air, it froze before it hit the ground.
There you go.
What?
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, that's a little too
Fuck
much.
No,
off.
that kind of cold I know so well.
Ugh.
That it burns. It burns like it's
It's
crazy.
just not fun.
No.
I don't like getting all bundled up. The snow's outside.
Yeah, you can die in it right quick, and it's going to be a painful death. It feels like fire. Oof. That kind of cold
What
is
else you got?
horrifying.
You want just one more?
Sure.
Yeah.
Quick one?
Sure.
This is just Kanye saying he's going to run for president, and then his reaction after he says it, which I thought was very funny.
Obviously, I
No.
assume.
He was not joking, and you'll see how he's not joking here.
He's legit insane.
When I run for president in 2024, we're going to definitely know what y'all laughing at. When I run for president,
Everyone's all. That's
So yeah.
that new slider's terrible. Here's the problem with Kanye. He's on this. He's off his meds, right? Has legit mental sickness, which makes him also very creative. But also there comes pros and cons. The cons would be this shit, but he's also just trolling. He just troll. That's he's a professional troller too. But the other thing about him is he's so religious now. Have you? He asked Kim and everyone on his staff to live celibate, not to have sex. Yeah, he's like doing all this crazy stuff now. It's such a bummer.
Do you think he's also doing that kind of as a troll? It's a weird thing.
I
with
hope.
him. It's hard to
I
read
hope.
him.
I'm a big Kanye fan of some of his stuff, and then I'll see a lot of this stuff. I'm just like, oh god, dude, his new album is trash.
I think like anything else, when somebody steps out of their area of expertise, stick to music.
Well, here's the problem though, B, is Trump won, so now everyone's like, oh yeah, anybody can win.
That's right. That's right. But Trump's
And
also,
hey, here's the thing, they're right.
yeah, but Trump's also a businessman who spent a lot of time in politics, being a businessman. So
Well,
there's-
never.
Yeah. I know.
He's not a pol-
definitely not a
he-
professional politician.
Yeah,
I agree, I
he's
agree.
not a politician.
Yeah, no.
He was a reality. Really, the biggest thing he's ever done is reality star.
Yeah. Yeah. That was.
And
that's-
so you just
why
give
not
the okay.
me? Why not me? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I do think that Trump had more experience with trade and with China and dealing with
Yes.
that. You know, that there's a difference there. He comes at it from but you know, look, Kanye West is a businessman too, isn't he? You know,
He's worth $1 billion.
worth $1 billion.
Close to it. He's the richest man in music now. Just I think he surpassed Jay-Z and or he's on pace to
smart
pass
guy.
Jay-Z and
Is
so
his
he's
new
a
album's
businessman.
trash?
I don't like it because
Yeah.
it's so religious.
Oh,
but
okay. Yeah. He is a very unique. I think that people running for president when you suffer from mental illness and when you're that unstable is pretty scary.
I think Trump's pretty unstable too, though. The
I would say
narcissism,
Trump's
he's
a
pretty fucking
narcissist. So
crazy.
Trump's consistent in that you can kind of predict what he's going to do if you attack him. You know,
But,
if he fights
but
back,
again, this is just trolling from Kanye. He's not
Yeah.
AQ would never in a million years win.
Right.
B, the amount of stress and what comes with being the president.
It's no fun.
You think you're gonna be able to do this music and do this stuff and be president? You have any idea what that entails?
Right.
You know, the exhaustion and the stretch upon your family.
Yeah.
The life he's living now, this jet set. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And be president.
But there is ego there, right? So if he becomes
just a little,
president,
just a little.
yeah, the ego.
Just a little
You're
ego.
feeding the ego.
I
Most
bet even if
powerful
you
man.
talk to Trump, who has the biggest ego in the world, he'd be like, "Do not do this, dude.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
awful." What else you got?
You want another one? Or you good?
Is the other one good?
They're all kind of just like whatever, I guess.
Are they?
Yeah. This was I found this. Okay, the headline makes it look like it's worse, but it's saying that he was booed on stage
I saw this too. Why?
at Flogna.
Because
They didn't
when-
want to see him. They wanted to see the other act.
But it's Drake. Doesn't everybody
Yeah.
love fucking Drake?
So they were looking for Frank Ocean. I guess if you're a Frank Ocean fan, maybe it's not as Drakey as you don't like Drake as much.
The
maybe.
worst part is he goes, "All right, man, I'll keep going if you just give me a little love," and
Yeah.
they keep booing him. It's so fucked up.
I didn't really hear the boos though. It just sounded like they weren't super stoked, but they
Yeah,
weren't
yeah, he
necessarily
probably-
booing.
Because
him.
I saw one where it's
You know, I'm gonna tell you. Like I said, I'm here for you tonight. If you want to keep going, I will keep going. Listen. If you want to keep going, I will keep going tonight.
Oh, there are the boos.
It's been love. I love y'all. I
see he gets off. He goes, "I'll keep going if you guys want to." They start booing him. All right, fuck it, it's all love. I'm out, man.
Well,
He handled it really well too. The way he said that.
I gotta say, I like when I listen to Kanye West. I don't know music. You know, I'm older. I get it because Kanye West has got some amazing songs, and Kanye West is the kind of guy. The more you hear him, like when he collabs with Jay-Z and just his album, I have everything he's ever written.
Yeah.
He's fucking. I get it. He's so innovative. and
Have you heard his
amazing.
new one?
I haven't, but what I'm saying is I get the Kanye. I get why Kanye is Kanye. I've listened to Drake and I've tried to give him a fair shake. I think he's a lightweight. I think he's a pop lightweight. Am I wrong about that?
Well,
I don't think he's that good.
It depends.
I'm not talking about talent. I just think I think there are a couple things going on. One, he's a lightweight. Two, he doesn't really talk that way. Like he's got that hip hop kind of thing going on, but he's Canadian. He grew up around. I think his mom was white.
His mom's Jewish.
There's a thing. His mom's what?
He doesn't
Jewish.
act.
His mom's Jewish.
He doesn't act hard though, B.
No, but
he doesn't act like a thug.
But there's something about his music that doesn't feel very authentic, and he feels very popular. He feels poppy.
You're saying he's not like super
Well,
deep
now,
hip hop.
yes.
He's not like
He's
those,
not at
the
all.
legend
Not at all
hip-hops.
deep
Yeah.
hip hop.
Have you heard his mixtapes?
No.
Those are the ones that he got famous off of.
Yeah.
And that was more of his audience was a lot of girls. He made music for girls who were strippers, but he tells them like, you're beautiful. There's nothing wrong with you.
Okay.
He has
Like,
insanely huge hit.
He's like a ladies'
Yeah, but
man.
that's not what I'm talking about. So just because you have huge hits, so does Taylor Swift. So
She's the biggest artist in the world.
yeah, but that doesn't mean that Taylor Swift is deep. Doesn't
I know
mean
what
that
you're
Taylor
saying,
Swift's
No, he's not like a
inspired
lyricist.
artist. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you get a guy like
Kendrick
that,
would be.
Yeah, like
Yes.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
that's different.
That's what he's
There's
saying.
something legit about Kendrick Lamar. There's something legit about Kanye West. Like you there's a depth to them. There's a gravitas. Like even with Kanye West in like his mental illness and stuff, it makes sense because he's such an artistic innovator.
Well, Drake
I don't
was a
think of
childhood
innovation.
actor.
Right. So I don't think of that as and I think sometimes audiences see through that. And an example like this, I don't know what this audience was.
Well, no, I
I'm
don't
not
think that's
surprised
fair.
by
I don't
that.
think that's fair. I think Drake gets a ton of like he's literally the biggest musician in the world. He gets a ton of love. I think here they were expecting Frank Ocean.
And Frank Ocean's he's like
Complete
soulful
opposite.
R&B and like
Complete
really
opposite.
deep too.
Yeah.
And it's very rare that you see Frank Ocean perform ever.
Yeah.
So I think it's
Ever.
one of those things where if you came to watch Frank
Like, get the
Ocean
fuck
and
outta
then
here,
Drake
Drake.
is there,
They're like,
get
oh
off.
fuck,
Yeah.
man, because it was deep Frank Ocean fans.
Yeah. I get it. I'm not surprised by that, is I guess what I'm saying. I'm not surprised by it. I've never, I didn't, I was like,
weird you
when I
would-
listen to
it's weird
Drake,
you would-
I
it's
think
weird
of
you-
young people. who
It's weird
listen.
you would boo anybody though.
I mean, yeah, it's
Especially Drake.
that's
He
more
take
entertainment.
Time out of his day to come there and you don't know, maybe Frank was next.
Yeah.
To boo a guy is so strange to me,
Yeah.
especially Drake. Camp Flognog.
I heard about it yesterday too. It was in LA, right? Was it somewhere in LA?
Yeah, usually when they have their festival here in LA, it happens in South Central.
That'll fuck with you.
Hold
I
on,
don't care
scroll,
who you
scroll
are.
down, Chin.
Here?
Leave it there. Yeah, so it's guys who cross over the mainstream. A lot of these
Yeah.
indies and people hate.
Yeah. That'll fuck with you a little bit.
Dodger Stadium, there it is.
So it's safe for a handful of guys who have crossed over the mainstream. DaBaby, 21 Savage, Juice WRLD, YG, etc. The majority of the acts cater to a bit of a more indie listener. Ditto for Frank Ocean, who's the king of the whole genre right now. Meanwhile, Drake is mainstream as it gets. So
That makes
they're,
sense then.
Anti-mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, it makes sense.
if you come to that.
He's pretty mainstream. Drake.
But usually they'd be excited though anyways.
Yeah.
They would be like, wow, there's Drake.
I don't know. You care?
I mean, getting booed off stage is pretty tough, man. That's a rough one. That's like,
Yeah, that's tough.
that doesn't feel good. I don't care who you are.
He was very cool about it too though.
Yeah, it'll fuck with your head though.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he went back. Was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
It worries you. It worries you. Everybody, I don't care who you are. Everybody goes, this might be it for me. You always feel that way. If you don't feel that way as an artist, then you're probably not an artist. You always are terrified of losing your relevance. You're always trying to stay relevant. You're always trying to be original.
It was Tyler, the Creator's show, right? It's not a Drake fan base, you know.
Yeah.
The other thing too, it's like going, if you're expecting to see like a comedy movie and horror shows up, you're like, what
That's
the
true.
fuck?
That's true. That's
So
true.
I think that's why these people.
Sometimes
and, and
you hear it.
and Tyler Creator's fan base is young. Willow
And
Smith is there
rowdy.
too. They're young.
You're there to see something, and young people want the newest cutting trend. If you give them, I fucking remember so well being 27 on the new comedy scene. Mad TV was the hottest, most irreverent show, and I was in the original fucking cast. I didn't know I'm there. And you know what everybody's favorite thing to do was? I'm talking about really good comics. Good comics. The comics of tomorrow that I was around. What was their favorite? Who was their favorite person to bash?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. And I was like, I remember going, Jim Carrey's a fucking genius. None of you motherfuckers can touch Jim Carrey. But it was like one joke was like, Jim Carrey or slow dental surgery with no Novocaine. I was like, oh, really?
But here's the thing.
Oh,
it's
but that was the trendy thing to do.
But why are you guys hating on Jim Carrey? Because he's killing it.
Because he's killing it. He was also, I remember also going.
But if he wasn't doing well and people didn't like him, you wouldn't hate on him.
Yeah, and also though, but Jim
There'd be
Carrey.
no reason to.
Jim Carrey, I don't give a fuck. I've been doing comedy for I don't know how long. You don't get better than that motherfucker. His ability to do characters, his ability to act, his ability to be hilarious. You know what he would do to you comedy-wise when he was doing stand-up, the shit he used to do?
That.
He's a fucking beast in every way. And they just loved to, and I was like, shut up. I remember that. That was the first time I went, oh, I get it. Okay. So.
Well, also Drake too, his music's pretty high energy. Like, I wonder if this crowd would have booed Travis Scott too.
I don't think he's as mainstream as Drake, though, is he?
Travis
Scott
Scott's
is pretty
super
mainstream.
mainstream.
Look, but he just barely got there, right?
Oh man, Travis Scott's so.
I think his affiliation with Kim Kardashian, with Kylie. Jenner, I think he got it. He probably would have gotten booed. Probably.
But see, I don't really follow rap or hip hop
Travis
much.
Scott's so mainstream.
But I know
Shoes,
Drake is
everything
huge. What was it? He just
Tyler?
Travis Scott. I barely started hearing about him like recently.
I think that
He's been
people, when
around
they
for a
think of
minute.
Drake, they think
But
of
I
a
don't follow
privileged
that. I
kid
say
from
mainstream.
Canada. Those guys, and like he's not hard. He's not
Well, but
edgy.
I don't think it's that because Tyler Creator's not hard. Willow Smith ain't hard. Frank Ocean definitely ain't hard. Yeah. This is an indie thing.
Yeah.
It's not about the gangster rap's dead. Kanye killed gangster rap. It's been gone forever. So it's not that. Their thing is it's like, they're just there to enjoy the music and like it's not a hype crowd. And Drake's like, come on, like let's go. And they're all, what the fuck, dude? It's just a different.
My son wanted to hear rap. He either wants hard rock or rap, and so I put on the rap station on streaming on my Tesla. I have the streaming thing. I had to turn it off.
We mean streaming? You mean Sirius?
No, I have a
Or like
different thing.
Pandora or
Yeah, it's like
Spotify?
something like whatever Tesla sets you up with. But I had to turn it off.
The
For my 8-year-old,
Cussing?
I mean, it's ass and pussy and
What did you
bitches and-
think it was?
I don't
though?
fucking know. I mean, it sounded pretty gangster
too
to
old.
me.
You're too old.
It sounded pretty gangster to me.
You're
I'm
too
like,
old,
I'm not
dude.
having my 8-year-old listen to this shit. This shit is N-word this and N-word that and pussy this.
When's the
and
last time you heard
my-
rap,
I'm
dude?
like, fucking guys, can we talk about anything else?
guys.
Fuck you.
You could play him the new Kanye. I don't think there's any cussing in it
I don't think
because
there
he
is.
does
I
the
don't think
Lord's
so.
work now.
All right, guys. Good. Pop them in the shitter Monday. I want to thank you
shitter
guys.
Drake got popped in the shitter. It sounds
You got
like.
popped in the shitter. I'm gonna go do some acting now.
Do
Put
some acting,
makeup on.
dude. Tour starts this week, man. Dallas, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm told to go to the Pecan Lounge
Gone loud.
for the barbecue. It's supposed to be the best barbecue in Dallas. I
like
Went there last time. It's pretty tasty. I'd like a different place, but I will go there. So I'm Dallas this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. Wise Guys, where our favorite clubs be. And then Pasadena. Brian, I keep asking you. I say, dude, are you around on the 27th?
I'm gonna come by on the 27th.
Are you in town?
I am. Yeah.
Well,
Is that Thanksgiving? The day before?
Yeah, it is before.
it's
Day before.
Yeah.
it's day before.
Okay.
Can you make it or not?
I think I'm
What
gonna
do
make
you
it.
Stay at home with your.
No. I think I'm around. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming.
All right, Ice
I'm there.
House with me and Callan and some other friends.
Maybe.
That's one night only. We just announced it. Ice House Pasadena, Schaub and Friends Pasadena. That's the night before Thanksgiving, the 27th, and then Kansas City, December 6th through the 7th. Tickets at tfatk.com. Oh, and Atlantic City and La Jolla just went on sale. Atlantic City, New Jersey. The Giant Casino there, Atlantic City's December 14th. La Jolla, San Diego, basically, December
I gotta
19th through
come down.
21st. The Comedy Store. Get your tickets at tfatk.com.
And I'll be at the Wilbur New Year's Eve. I'm doing the Wilbur New Year's Eve. Just announced.
New Year's
We're
Eve.
excited. Yeah. So come on down to the Wilbur New Year's Eve in Boston. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Brendan, you want to sign us off?
This is the Finding Kid. We're out.
That's good.
I thought we were done.